Christine Baptiste Perez, Albert Benahan, Erica Castillo,
Present.
Michael Macaron,
Here.
Joseph Sokolovic,
Present.
Bobby Brown,
Present.
John Weldon,
Present.
and Joseph Lombard, present.
Okay. Next on the agenda is public comment. We have one speaker, Joanne Kennedy.
Oh, this. Okay, good evening. I was just saying thank you for taking the subject of has to be agenda items only. Appreciate it. And also that I'm glad that we are going to hear the students tonight. A lot of them are missing probably because they haven't been able to be heard in the last few weeks, but hopefully they will come back because that's the most exciting part of my evening for the Board of Education is to hear the students. So hopefully they will be back. And I just wanted to say, when you guys do things right, I'll acknowledge that. So I acknowledge that that was the right thing to do. And moving forward, for the students' sake and the parents and the community, we hope that you continue to do that. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kennedy.
Thank you.
That concludes public comment. Next on the agenda, approval of board minutes. Minutes of December 6, 2021, regular public meeting. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to.
Moved by Ms. Allen. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Sokolovic. Are there
I would like
or
suggestion for minutes. Is that
my next question was,
Okay.
does anyone have anything,
okay?
a comment or an edit regarding the minutes?
Yes.
Turn your mic on.
Okay. On page 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On page 6 of the minutes, Ms. Baptiste Perez was noted as urging the approval to be delayed for 1 month. I believe that's the use of the word urged is a mischaracterization of her motion. I think that the word urged should be replaced by inquired about, because really she was asking, and thankfully because the principals were in the room, Ms. Shayanna Taylor was here, and she was able to get her questions answered, and we were able to vote on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. McLeod?
Thank you. That's it.
All right, so does somebody want to make a motion? Well, you effectively made a motion to amend them in that regard. Does somebody want to second that amendment? Second. Second by Ms. Brown. All in favor of the amendment?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. All in favor of approving the minutes as amended by Ms. Castillo?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay. Next on the agenda is the chairman's report. I'm just going to read the committee assignments into the record. Facilities Committee is chaired by myself with Albert Benahan and Michael Macaron. Finance Committee is chaired by Joseph Sokolovic with members Christine Baptiste Perez and Bobby Brown. Governance is chaired by myself with members Albert Benahan and Joseph Lombard. Educational Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion is chaired by Joseph Sokolovic and populated by Bobby Brown and Erica Castillo. Personnel is chaired by myself with members Sybil Allen and Joseph Lombard. Students and Families is chaired by Albert Benahan with members Bobby Brown and Erica Castillo. Teaching and Learning is chaired by Joseph Sokolovic with members Christine Baptiste Perez and Joseph Lombard. Contracts is chaired by myself with members Christine Baptiste Perez and Joseph Lombard. District-wide Branding Initiative is chaired by Bobby Brown with members Albert Benahan and Erica Castillo. Charter School Governing Council Board Liaisons are as follows: Achievement First Bridgeport Academy, Christine Baptiste Perez. Bridge Academy, Albert Benahan. Capital Prep, Albert Benahan. Charter Oak is a staff assignment with Dr. Selena Morgan. New Beginnings, also a staff assignment with Dr. Melissa Jenkins. Park City Prep, a staff assignment with Anna Sousa Martins. School Building Committee representatives are myself and Albert Benahan, and the representative to Cooperative Educational Services is myself. Those are into the record. Since we don't actually have the student representative reports formally adopted, I'm going to defer the rest of my report to you folks to see if you have anything to report. Would you state, if you do, if you would state your name for the record and then whatever you have to say.
Just turn on.
Press the button.
Okay. I'm Latonia Ferguson from Central High School. Okay. A few things I wanted to report was that, first off, 17 students recently participated in the UB Acceptance Day thing where all 17 students had scholarships and were immediately accepted into UB, and I thought that was really exciting. Another thing was that last Friday we actually had a multicultural event, which was basically where Central High School allowed parents and students to celebrate their culture, whether that's from dancing to creating a board or food and stuff like that. Another thing was that coming up in January to celebrate starting the second semester, we're gonna be having a wellness day, which is where students get the entire day to kind of rejuvenate from the whole first semester, because before we go into the wellness day, we are gonna be giving a lot of projects from our 4 classes, and I thought it was a really great idea because all the students really have a lot of mental issues, and I feel this is a good way to approach that, to kind of give the students a break from learning and really taking their mental health into account. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great.
I'll go. Hi, I'm Avery Fleckner from Fairchild Wheeler IT. And speaking since last time we had our Board of Ed meeting, we've had 2 successful, what are those, lockdown drills. They all turned out very well, very, very well. And then really there isn't much to talk about, but just something exciting. This week we're doing Spirit Week just as a, yay, it's break time. And yeah.
Very good.
Do you have anything to say?
I'm Alina Khan from Aerospace at Fairchild. We recently had an award ceremony for the first quarter where over 40% of our students got honor roll, which is really good. And yeah, we're also participating in the Spirit Week at Fairchild. We recently had a basketball tournament where a lot of the school got to watch and support some of our kids playing sports because we don't have sports at our own school. And yeah, today we had a soccer tournament as well, and that was really fun too.
Okay, thank you.
Great.
Does anyone have any questions? Okay. So committee reports and referrals. First off, ad hoc district-wide branding initiative, Ms. Brown.
Sure. I don't have a formal report because we haven't met yet, but I will say that as of last week, we have a new attendance bulletin, a new attendance billboard that is up on I-95, correct?
Yep.
And we recently have adopted the Bridgeport Public Schools hashtag. So if you guys hashtag Bridgeport Public Schools, you'll be able to see all the stuff that we do throughout the school year. But more importantly, it's really cool to see that the billboard is up and it's changing. So we'll be meeting again. Our next board meeting will be on January 19th at 6:30 at Central High School. And Mr. Chair, we'll be meeting every 3rd Wednesday of each month.
Okay, thank you. Contracts Committee did not meet. Is there any referrals? Let the record reflect Mr. Benahan has joined the meeting. Time is noted 6:40.
Mr. Chair, there will be a referral coming to contracts from the staff. It is an RFP for special ed review to be conducted.
Okay. All right, let me know when you have that ready. You want to meet on that.
It might be in your email.
Okay.
The city attorney ready.
Okay. Educational diversity, equity, and inclusion.
There's no formal report at this time, but I'd like to welcome the new committee member, and the meeting will be scheduled probably the third Monday at 6:30. I'm not sure what date that is just yet. Let's just check it out real quick. 17th, thank you.
Okay.
At 6:30 p.m. at Central Library.
Referrals. Facilities has not met. Are there any referrals beyond what's already been sent our way? Okay.
Finance meeting, again, no formal report. The meeting will be scheduled the second Wednesday. First meeting being 1, 2, 3.
The 12th.
Sound
Can't
went
hear-
out.
Can't hear you.
I'm going to text John.
Okay.
We can hear again.
You can hear.
Okay.
Oh,
Good. Good.
no. Just lower your mic. Governance met on the 14th. We discussed the item that's on the agenda this evening. Ms. Macaron, are your speakers up a little high, or is your mic on?
Okay, I will try to
Try to mute.
pull it down. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry.
That's good. So we discussed the item that's on the agenda this evening, as well as engaged in preliminary discussion regarding the structure of public comments. Our next meeting will be on February 7th, because the first Monday in January, we will not be in session, and we don't meet when schools are not in session. Are there any referrals? Okay. Personnel will be meeting on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. At Central High School Library to interview, I believe it's 3 candidates for the position of assistant principal at Bassett High School.
Right.
And we will make a recommendation to the superintendent of who we think he should hire. Any referrals for personnel? Okay. Students and families.
Student family, Mr. Chair, cancel this month. I tried to give a break to everyone because there's a lot of things we already discussed with my committee, and we had to search, so I give a break to all the staff. But the next meeting is going to be January 20, 2021,
Okay.
at 6 o'clock in the library at Central High School.
Okay. Any referrals? Teaching and learning?
Yes, teaching and learning will be meeting on the third Tuesday, which is the 18th, Central Library, 6 p.m.
Okay. Any referrals? All right. We're going to segue to the superintendent's report. Mr. Testani.
Just one thing to discuss. I just want to remind folks, because there's been a lot of inquiry, especially as we've seen increases in the number of COVID-19 cases reported. There is no option for school districts per the state of Connecticut to go remote. I've received a number of inquiries as if I had the ability to make that shift. I do not, no superintendent does. Until that comes from the governor and the State Department of Ed, we must continue to stay the course in terms of in-person learning. We did send out a memo from my office 2 weeks ago, also reminding families and staff that it is not an option, even when it comes to weather-related cancellations. So we revert back to a traditional snow day, and snow days will be made up at the end of the school year, as we did pre-COVID, and that will continue if we go beyond a certain date, as we've done for several years. We would then move to April vacation and take days off of there if we get a large number of inclement weather days. So I just want to reiterate that because I don't think there's quite a complete understanding from all families that I do not have the ability to do anything outside of what the normal, a normal school year would entail. So there is no ability to make shifts, to hybrids, to remote days. It does not exist in 21, 22. Other than that, I just wish everyone a happy holidays, happy new year, and enjoy the time and be safe and be well.
Okay, thank you. Note for the record, Ms. Baptiste Perez has joined the meeting. Does anyone have any questions for Mr. Testani? Okay. Next is old business. There's none to be transacted. New business. Discussion and possible action to add student representative reports to the order of business of regular meeting agendas. As I mentioned under the governance report, we met on this topic on the 14th and discussed where to place this on the agenda. It was generally agreed at the committee level that this item would appear right after roll call, just prior to public comment. In the event we have a lengthy agenda, we want you to be able to have your report. In the event you have to leave early because you have school next day. We want to kind of put you as close to the top as we can. Most people here were present. I don't know if anyone who wasn't there has any questions. I'll open it up. No? Over there? Okay. So is there a motion to add the item student representative reports as item 4 immediately following the roll call?
So move.
Mr. Chair,
Okay. Moved
Sorry,
by Mr. Penahan.
right.
Second by Ms. Allen.
Yeah, just a quick point of order for parliamentary's sake. Seeing as this is a bylaw, I would like to amend the actually, the motion should be, might be too much trouble to amend, to waive the first and second read and amend bylaw number 9130 to insert student representative reports in number 4 just prior to public comment and shift everything down.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Any discussion on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Okay, so we're waiving first and second readings. Now, the motion to just add this to the agenda was made by Mr. Benahan, seconded by Ms. Allen. Is there any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Abstentions? Okay, you have your own dedicated report. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So
So
moved.
move.
Moved by Ms. Allen. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Brown. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Time is noted as 6:50 p.m.
Happy holidays.
Enjoyable holidays.
Merry Christmas.